All right, so for today we'll be having two segments. We have the first introductory segment and then the Twitter segment. Sorry, live Twitter segment and the live segment. So we'll have random members come up and ask questions or queries they've got about iRocket. But before all of that, we'll start with the first one, which is the introductory segment. Okay, so at the beginning, please give us a brief introduction of yourself and the team behind iRocket. Also, tell us a little about the innovation of iRocket. How did it come about?
Sure. So my name is Murad. I'm co-founder and CEO of iRocket, and we have in our team currently 22 members, which consist of the marketing in-house team, blockchain developers, and our partners as a gaming studio, iFox, which will be working on developing the game. And iRocket AR basically is a geo-based mobile game with play-to-earn system that allows players to start playing and earning without any initial fee. Players within the game will be space explorers who will search, capture, collect, train, evolve, and battle artist creatures. GPS is used to match the player's real-world location with the virtual world, and when arty creature appears in the virtual world, augmented reality is used to overlay the arty on the real-world view through a mobile camera. The player's goal is to capture the arty by using the AR mode or arcade mode, and all the items and creatures within the game will be as NFTs. The game also as a main component will consist of the lens mechanics. So we'll be splitting the whole world into the rectangles, which the users can purchase or subscribe to, and also the clans mechanics, where the players can build their clan with their friends and cooperate together on battling the NPC creatures on map.
Yeah, are you done? Sorry, you're supposed to reply if you're done so that I'll be able to be sure that you're done answering the question and I'll not interrupt you.
Sure, yeah. Done.
Okay, that's good. So now to the business of the day, let's talk more about iRocket and how it works. Tell us about its amazing features and how it helps users to explore the AR galaxy. Also, tell us how users can make the most out of it.
Sure. So to describe all the features within the iRocket, I'll be talking about specific parts. So first one, of course, is geolocation. Is one of the most important components because it allows users to track, battle, and capture the creatures which will be spawned randomly around them, and also the in-game items and the special sites where they can interact with the game modes. And AR technology. A creature capturing process will be done using augmented reality. The user will need to use his fingers and timing in order to capture the creature's DNA using plasma gun, which will have different variations. The plasma gun will have also be as NFT, and the users will be able to trade them and also collect them on the map, like the energy for capturing the creatures. Unlike most of the P2E games, the creatures in iRocket can be upgraded in two ways: power-ups and evolve. Power-ups increase the overall stats of the creature, like HP, agility, strength, intelligence, and evolve increases the number of fights the creature can have. Power-ups are basically the feature which will allow users to make the creature much stronger in order to beat the specific type of bosses, and further on collect the in-game tokens by winning these battles. And evolve is something else which will increase the number of battles the creature can have, because it's limited. It's done in order to limit the supply of the NFT creatures which will be in game. And basically, by evolving your creature, it will change visually, and also it will increase the number of battles the creature can have. And also, regarding the land, once, for example, the user purchase a specific part of the land in our metaverse, they will be able to will have a percentage of the other people playing battling the NPC creatures on their land. So basically, it's a passive income. For instance, if you're, for example, located in LA and you're subscribed to one specific zone, or for example, in a square city of the city, and basically from each player who will be on your land, you will who will battle the NPC creature, you will get some percentage from that. It will also enable allow the users to increase their chance on winning the rare ones, like the artists or items, and also they will be able to create their own local quests and organize raids, like with their friends, depending on the zone they are located. We'll also have within the game the battle pass system, which where we will host 4 seasons. Depending on the seasons, visually they will be different, and the battle pass will enable users to uh, to collect specific gifts. There will be 2 variations: free one and paid one. So you can pay with the in-game currency in order to get more, and free one if you want to get it for free. And we also will host the tournaments where the users who will have clans will be able to perform on these tournaments, and the clans which will be performing the best will receive a in-game currency. Overall, game will have like 3 game modes, which are player versus player, player versus environment, and player versus raid boss. On player versus player, you will be battling versus other player NPC creature, and depending on the battle, you will either earn in-game currency or item, or you will lose a battle count of your creature, so it will decrease the number of fights it can have. And on player versus environment, you'll be battling the NPC creatures which will be spawning on map, and this will get you the dust tokens and raids. This is like a big thing, because in order to beat that boss, you will need to prepare and strategize your steps, and there will be different variations like daily ones, weekly ones, and monthly ones. And unlike, for example, Pokemon Go, the game will have well-developed city models, which I will share afterwards in the group, how the game will look like. And the game will be also like we will be constructing the whole world in the virtual buildings. So the game will have also live events and system that enables us to put headquarter buildings from other projects which we can integrate, and the other projects can place their creatures there and the users can interact with that. Yeah, I think that's the main components of iRocket.
Yeah, that's amazing. 3 player modes. Yeah, player versus player, player versus environment, and the last one was player versus boss. You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So everyone, I think if you ask me, I'll say iRocket is action packed because with 3 game modes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, so there will be 3 game modes. On top of that, the adventure modes and the quest, which will be changing daily. So there are three main points how you can get incentivized from playing the game. Completing the quests, daily quests or monthly quests. Second is battling the creatures on map, and overall beating the bosses, fighting with other players. And third is lands mechanics, so you can basically get income from your land. And also the fourth one will be like regarding the play to earn pool. So there will be a specific pool which
I think
yeah
the network bounced me off. Am I audible now?
yeah yeah
Okay,
yeah
all right, good.
that's
All right, perfect. So now let's talk about Dust and the IRO token, because going through your website, we found you have two tokens. So can you tell us which of these tokens is your native token for iRocket, and how does it function, and also why is it needed? If you can also provide us with a full rundown of this tokenomics.
sure. So we'll have two tokens within our game, which one is IRO, the governance token, and Dust, which will be in-game token. Why you need two tokens? It's in order to make the game stable. In order regarding the balance, because they are interconnected with each other, and will be some of the features will go through the IRO token, like the governance, and the in-game stuff will go through the Dust token. Regarding the IRO token, basically it's split up in the parts like marketing, airdrops, liquidity reserve, staking rewards, play to earn, advisors, foundation team, and fundraise stages. And basically, the players will be able to take a percentage from the play to earn pool by playing the game daily, staking their currency, the IRO token, and voting in the governance. So by completing these three steps, you'll be able to get IRO tokens from this pool. And regarding the DOS token, it will be minted from zero, and the number of them is can be infinite. So it will be burned also, because the game will have three burnable features, which are hunting fees. So if you want to get straight away a rare arty, so because there will be 5 variations of rare of creatures, you can just pay a specific amount of in-game currency, and you will get a NFT creature, rare NFT creature. The second one is power-ups. So if you want to increase the stats of your creature or overall power level of your creature, you'll be you can pay for that with the in-game currency. And evolve also will be a burnable feature, which will increase the number of fights the creature can have. These all three together are the main components. We will add on further on regarding the cosmetics within the game, features, and lens customization features like farming afterwards. But in the core components, these are three main. And about the usabilities, the IRO will be mainly used within the NFT marketplace, which the users can visit on the web version and also within the app. So they can basically they sell their items, buy their items, rent, for example, creatures, and so on. There will be different variations. And also we will have a staking page, which will have also three variations of depending on the duration of your staking. And yeah, so that's the main idea of the Dust and IRO token.
That's amazing. So two tokens for different uses. That's great. So let's talk about the NFTs now, because I've seen on your website you notice you have some plans for NFTs. So can you tell us more about this, and also about the partnership deals? About the partnership deals you've already made. We'd love to hear that.
Sure. So yeah, we will have our Creatures NFT marketplace, which will be in on the web page and in mobile app. So basically, the system to sign up for the game will be also be used as an NFT marketplace within it. So you will scan a QR code and get it in within the app. And regarding the NFTs, we'll also be publishing the NFT marketplace pretty soon, like in 2 weeks, how it will look like, the creatures itself, and the variations you can see within this metaverse. We will also be hosting, making actually an NFT collection in 2-3 weeks, and this is we will be doing 11K NFT early access NFTs, which will give users in-game bonus. So straight away, then they will log into the game. They will get, for example, a rare creature or rare item, as well as they will get early access to the game. So prior to the game launch, they will have uh, access to the game. So these two, and also the parts where we will be giving them discount on merch, the early access to the IDOs, and so on. There are many of them which we will list in our um, page, NFT whitelist page. Oh, this will be published in, I think, 2-3 weeks. We're looking at. And regarding the partnerships, we already partnered with a firm called Machinations. They will be running and analyzing our token economy. So, and also advising us on our path. And we also partnered with a company called Nine Chronicles. They're also a P2E game, um, where we'll be integrating Nine Chronicles with our game, and Nine Chronicles will be some creatures from iRocket will be in our Nine Chronicles. And also, we partnered with a gaming studio and some other currently in discussion with some others P2E games. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. That's great. So, looking forward now, can you tell us what are your current achievements and what stage of the roadmap are you currently? Also, can you tell us about the security state of iRocket? How secure is it and what security measures do you have in place?
Sure. So we're currently built every infrastructure for the whole app. So the main components are already built, like the main creatures which will be in game, the main bosses which will be in game, overall the NFT and played Web3 integration within the Unreal Engine. So that's pretty much done. We're finishing up the app development currently, and we're looking to have NFT collection in the mid or end June, NFT marketplace at the end of this month, and the app release will be is planned in August. So regarding the security of the app, will be we already partnered with the two big security firms, which will be doing an audit for us for the app and smart contracts within the game. So we'll also have a in-house security team, which will be tracking the security flaws during our stage. So we'll also be publishing the audits of the app, of the smart contracts online. So basically, it's better for you to follow us in Twitter and Discord, and we'll be publishing the news about all these things there first.
Okay. Um, I think that's all of the questions from my end. Thank you for thank you for answering all of my questions. I think we'll be moving over to questions from the Twitter space now. It's
Sure.
all right. So here are the questions selected from Twitter. I'll be sending in a few of them. And also, everyone, please do not forget you have to have joined iRocket on Telegram and follow them on Twitter. So I'll be dropping the questions in the chat for your convenience so that in case you do not hear me read them out. So the first question on Twitter says, what if Ethereum cannot solve its scalability problem and becomes so overloaded with all new projects where a simple iRocket code take hours? Can iRocket architecture easily switch to a scalable blockchain or launch its own mainnet? I sent it to
Yeah.
the group chat.
Yeah. So thank you for the question. So we'll be launching the app on Polygon. So why Polygon? Because much, it's really fast regarding the transactions, and the fees on Polygon are low. And we'll be starting as on the main chain of the Polygon, and further on, the game will have uh, a lot of new users and active users. We'll be doing some deployment on Polygon Edge, which is like a side chain on Polygon, which enable us to increase the transaction speed in order for users to get and like interact with the app fast and without any issues.
Okay, that's great. Well defined answer. As usual. Thank you for those. Okay,
Thanks.
so now comes the second question from Twitter as well. I'm also posting that in the chat. It says, today, cheats and bot players have increased in games and prizes have been distributed to fake players instead of real players. In this direction, do you take precautions to reach the real player base and security in iRocket?
Yeah, so regarding the cheating, the use of bots will not be tolerated in our game. Our system will monitor the activities of players, and if any suspicious activity is detected, the account will be frozen and referred to the moderation. The cheating, we want to make accessible game where anyone will have a fair chance to win. First of all, so regarding the fake players, will also be so the system will be working like that. So after you log into the game, every 10 days you will have a lockup period. So after 10 days lockup, you'll be able to withdraw your uh, tokens from the game or deposit them at any time. So that's done in order to stabilize the economy within the game as well. And regarding the reaching the real player base, we'll be working with the guilds and marketing firms like esports firms, which we will be targeting not only crypto user base but also the non crypto user base, because we want to make the game accessible to everyone without limitation on the crypto and having MetaMask account, for example. So it will be really easy to start playing.
Okay, there you have it, guys. Really easy to play. iRocket is definitely for everyone. Great. So, third question rolling in now. It says, after reading your white paper, I know that this is a geo-based mobile, so this game, so the concept of battery is huge, so players can only play this game for much less time than think. So that means that the less time means less money. So eventually players get bored. What is your comment?
So uh, regarding the battery usage, I think that we will be our game will be really like not consuming a lot of the players' battery usage, because we will be rendering and limiting the visual of the what the player can see depending on his location, like 5 to 5 kilometers away. So it will not be rendering all the things which are located in your city. Depending on where you're located, you and how you will move, it will be rendering as follows. Like you will move, and the rendering will start. And regarding uh, the players playing, so we are looking at 4 hour. You basically, to achieve every part of the game and spend all the energy which you will have within the game, it will take you up like 4 hours daily. So if you rank up, you will have more energy, so you can earn more. So it's like a rank cycle which will be in place also.
Yeah, that's good. So, fourth question now. Fourth question says, my real concern is not with tokenomics, but the gaming mechanism. iRocket claims to run a free-to-play mechanism without any initial payment. Considering it is augmented really, which is pretty expensive, how does iRocket game generate income? Yeah, I think this is a pretty sensitive topic.
Yeah, so yeah, iRocket will be a free-to-play game, so you will be basically able to mint their first creatures, common creatures from the start freely. And regarding the AI technology, I mean, it's free to use. It's not expensive, so there will be basically 2 variations. You can turn on AI, augmented reality, or play as in arcade mode, like a virtual mode. So it doesn't matter which one you select. It depends on what you really want. So how we generate the income? It's basically 3 main variable features which the players can use, and also the NFT marketplace fees. That's the 2 main components of the revenue from within the Rocket ecosystem.
Yes, so there you have it, guys. iRocket is really doing a lot. Thank you. So, last
Thanks.
question rolling in now. It says NFC gaming like games, NFT gaming like games that are paid to win because the more expensive NFTs you buy, the easier you can win. So how will iRocket Global make sure that their game isn't pay to win and is also fair? This is important. So the game will keep attracting new players.
Yeah, so basically, in order to start battling the NPC bosses, you will need to mint your first creature, which you can do for free. And this free common creature will have a specific amount of battles and specific amount of the uh, power level of the creature. And depending on that, you will be battling NPC bosses. So there will be lower level NPC bosses and high level NPC bosses. So depending on their level, you will be considering on fighting specific bosses. And regarding you can start for sure, like straight away buying a rare NFT creature and going on. It will take you probably less time, but the result will not be like the obvious, because you will still need to strategize your events. Because if you have a specific class of the creature and you fight with a opposite, which a creature which will have a advantage over your creature, you can still lose. So the free to play users will be able to start and grow during their path without any payment prior to start of the playing the game.
Okay, what's a brilliant and wonderful finish? I guess that brings us to the end of the Twitter segment. You've been amazing so far. Thank you for answering all of my questions and the Twitter questions. We'll be moving forward
Thank you.
to we'll be moving forward to the last segment now, where we have random participants come up to ask their queries about iRocket. So, with your go ahead, we'll be bringing up random members. Shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. So, everyone, please take your eyes off the group chat, off the audio chat, and back to the group chat. I just posted a message there. It says, make sure you have joined iRocket's Telegram group. Follow them on Twitter if you are attending ongoing AMA. So, everyone, raise your hand if you've got questions for our guest. So, would you like to do the honors of choosing those to answer their questions? There are a couple of hands up. Just select someone and I would ask them to, and I will unmute them.
I mean, you can select anyone who wants to ask the question, basically.
Okay. All right then. So, let's see. Maxwell. Okay, there was a Maxwell here. Yeah, he's here. So Maxwell original. I think you. I've allowed you to speak. So please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Hello.
Sir, my question is 1 minute, sir. Sir, my question is, can I earn a passive income from your project? Are there any staking option available for this? What are the benefit of the holding token in the long term?
Sure. So the variations of your or like staking, there will be also like a staking page which you can use to stake your currency, depending on the duration you want to have, and how the users can earn from the game. Basically, either you want to go through earning in-game currency, or if you want to get more, you will be able to put stake your currency, play the game, and vote in the governance, and you will be earning tokens from the pledge earn pool.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Vikush.
All right. So let's listen to Alex Roy now.
Sure.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you doing?
How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Okay, sir. My question. Bro, of course. How can I buy? Sorry. Where I can get the latest update or more information about the project?
Sure. So I think there are the links to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Or either you can go straight away and visit our page iRocket.io, which is also in the chat, I think. And there are a lot of information like the white paper, trailer, and Medium, which you can visit and check the law of the creature or updates, recent updates. Yeah, so but just by checking these links, you can check out the iRocket.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Agash.
Okay. Thank you also. So, um, let's listen to Mastermind.
Hello, Mr. Murad. How are you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So straight to my question. You talked about, or rather, from what I can see from your website, you said something about planet and adventures, a player being able to catch, train, and battle wherever they are in the real world. So what I want to ask is, for example, now if I'm a player, can I also go to another player's land and also capture it and take it as mine? That's the first question I'd like to ask.
Sure. So basically, the interaction with the lands from other players will be, you can basically go anywhere you want. So the creatures on their land, not only theirs, but it's public. So the only thing the landowners will get a percentage, small percentage from, for example, if you battle a creature on their land, they will earn a specific percentage from you. For example, if you won 100 in-game tokens, they will get a specific percentage from that, a small percentage.
Right. Quickly, about your tier system. I see you have 5 tiers: copper, silver, ruby, gold, and diamond.
Yeah.
Which one is the top, and how can I get to the first, which is the highest one?
Sure. So you will be starting with the when you will start the game, you'll starting with the first level of the tier, and then depending on your how many hours you play or how well you play, you'll be going up in the tier list. What the tier list gives you, first of all, it will give you an ability to take some battle pass bonuses, and secondly, your energy amount during the day will increase depending on your rank. And how you can rank up, you'll need to battle the creatures, join raids, like gain experience from capturing, battling, and training your creatures mainly.
All right, thank you. I get it now. Thanks.
Sure. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Mastermind, for that great question. So let's listen to Harim Fatima now. Then we take Bello. Harim Fatima, you can now ask.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hello, sir.
Hey, can you hear me?
How can users stay up to date with this project, or their channel include local communities where user can get the latest update?
Sure. Thank you for your question. So in order to get the latest updates, you'll need to go and follow the mainly like Twitter, Telegram, or Discord. So these three are main socials which we use in order to update our user base regarding the recent updates.
Okay, thank you for answering. Harim Fatima, your name will not be included in the winners list because you were not paying attention when our guest was answering that question. That question has already been asked. So, guys, pay attention during EMAs. So, Harim Fatima, you have been taken off the winners list. Now, let's listen to Bello. Bello, you have been allowed to speak.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Murad. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Yeah, a quick one. My question. I said, how about renting, lending, and transfer? Then is your metaverse interacting with other metaverse? Then my last question. You mentioned the artist in, you said the artist varies in abilities, yes, and characteristics. Do they also vary in, how do I want to put it? In rarities also. They also varies in rarities. Then, and the NFT price for each artist varies. Those are my questions.
Yeah, thank you for your questions. So regarding the first one, yeah, we will be partnering with the projects, and you will be able to interact with these creatures from other projects within the land which they will be placed. So the variations will be different, as well as we will be integrating brands. So you will be able to buy either digital look of yours are real good within the app using the tokens. And you can, for example, with augmented reality, turn on your camera and move it to your foot, and you can check, for example, different variations of the shoes you can take, you can buy. And on the second one, the abilities, yeah, they will have variations like 20 each. So overall, there will be 5 rarities of the abilities as well.
Okay.
So after for example, if you get a specific creature, it can the rarity level of these abilities can vary. And overall, the visuals of the creatures will also be different depending on the abilities they have. So the creatures can have a lot of variation. So you will not see a creature which is similar to yours with anyone, because all the power level and stats are randomly and generated. So the variations of the creature visuals will also be in place.
Okay, please. Can I ask one more last question, please?
Sure.
As, which other ways can the matchmaking ranking be increased?
Yeah, so when you will have, we will implement the battle arena, you'll be able to fight with other players NFT creatures, and by winning them, you will get a rank level. So this rank level will get you a new, for example, medal, which will increase your energy level, and also there will be a arena for clans. So several like participants can take place, like 5 versus 5 players, and the clan wars. So the game will also have a system where the clans will share their influence on the lands. So by capturing the towers, you'll get the influence and experience, and depending on how many lands the clan have in influence, you'll get a monthly experience bonus.
Okay. All right. I got. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your questions.
All right, thank you, Bello, for your questions. Now let's take okay, let's take the mix of friends.
Hello, Mr. Murad.
Hey,
Thank
hey,
you,
how are you
Captain
doing?
Black, for giving me. Thank you, Captain Black, for giving me the chance to speak. Okay, am I audible? Hello, Captain
Hey,
Murad. Am I audible?
yeah, I can hear.
Okay, okay. So, so my question is majorly about your token. Like, I want to know what utilities does your token have?
Yeah, sure. So regarding the main token IRO, the utilities are governance by voting. Second one is NFT marketplace integrations. Third one is lens page, where you can use the token IRO token as well in order to subscribe and purchase. Fourth one is staking, and fifth one is integration with the brands and partners, so they can use the IRO token as uh, swap point to in order to collect the incentives from the integrating. And the last one, where, as I said, will have burnable features which the players can use, and the tournaments, esports, battle pass, the lands, mechanics, and live events. So we'll be also doing the festivals around the world, depending on the what the users will vote for, and we will host the live events. The way in real time the users will can visit and experience it.
Okay, thank you. And secondly, do you have a governance token whereby users can contribute to their quota to iRocket's project development?
Yeah, so the main token IRO will be as a governance point. So you will be able to vote on the game updates, adding new creatures, or changing some parts of the game, and adding, for example, new quests. So we'll get a voting in place, and you will be able to vote.
All right, thank you for the answer.
Yeah, thanks.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all your answers once again. You have been amazing. It's been an educative session. We've learned so much about iRocket, and I personally enjoyed the session. So
Yeah, thank you very much.
we'll be rounding up here. Do you have anything else you'd like to add before we wind up?
Sure. So thank you all for coming here, and follow us on our socials, where we will be releasing new updates about our NFT collection pretty soon. And we'll have a contest and events regarding the whitelist and free mints, so you can take participate with them, and some challenges and competitions. We'll host them on our pages as well.
Yes, so everyone do join and follow them on Twitter and on Telegram. Do not forget, this is the only way you'll be able to claim your rewards for all the winners. So thank you once again for joining. Please extend our warm wishes to the rest of the team members. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.
All right. So we'll be ending the recording here.